This episode of Special Conditions is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community of Patreon supporters for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. We currently have a goal of hitting $500 in Patreon support, and you can help us over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor. With tiers as low as $1 a month, you can support a collective of hardworking part-time creators that have a passion for Pokemon and podcasting here at the Pokemon Professor Network. We did it. We went through it. All right. Now we can start the podcast. What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 178 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Election Day, Tuesday, November 11th. No, Tuesday. It's the 11th month.
November 5th.
Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle. I am joined by my co-host, as always, Justin Keller, with a special guest, Luis.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
if you are not aware, Luis
is
from the Purified Podcast. That's also on the network. And Sleep It Off.
Yes.
Yes.
We like to
podcast.
Sleep together on the podcast.
I'm sure it's very comfy.
Yes.
I need to get back into sleep hard because I have been slacking like a slack off.
Well, Adam, you know that somebody got a shiny Delibird, right?
Oh yeah, did you see that in the Discord?
I didn't see that.
And
It was
a green grass.
unbreakable. She got it.
Can we trade yet? Can we trade yet?
No.
Not yet.
I
Give
was
it
like,
another
all
year.
right, Unbreakable, you got to name it Adam.
That's okay. I have a Delibird named Unbreakable.
Well,
All right,
I see
guys.
we've got some viewers in the chat.
Woo.
So, Adam, what are we going to talk about today?
On today's episode, we are going to talk about Pocket. And every time I say the word Pocket, I've got a Pokemon card in my pocket. Oh, it's a Tauros. And I already said it a second time. So, hey, look, it's a Crabrawler. I don't know. I'm just pulling out cards.
I hope you have a large pocket.
God, did you say Pocket? And then I said Pocket? Oh, Jesus. Oh, holy crap. This is going to be too long. Okay, I'm just throwing cards at the screen at this point. So, Cash Money, Lapras event, how long to get all the cards, free packs, pocket decks, best cards, tier list, all that stuff. We're going to talk about evolutions, Team Rocket, and gym leaders coming out. Those are the new sets, and they're looking spicy. And illustration contest, if you remember last year's, I believe that was the Arcanine, Bulbasaur, and Greninja.
Yes. Great
Okay.
cards. And they're
Great
just as
cards.
good this year.
And if you got them graded by TGA, even greater. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that was a great comment.
All right, Justin, let's dive into the main topic, which is Pokemon. Okay, just kidding. It's TCG Pocket. But it is a Pokemon TCG
Oh,
app.
man.
And just before we get going, I just would like to share with you my brother. He sent me a text message after calling me, knowing that I'm full well that I'm at work and that I can't be bothered. He goes, "Hey." I know that was a long pause, but he said, "Hey, what booster pack did you open in the new mobile game?" I told him, and he goes, "But which one did you pick?" And I was like, "I just picked the Pikachu." Okay. He said, "So that app isn't really fun after you do the opening or beginning tutorial stuff. Makes you wait 12 hours, so they're forcing you to pay for stuff. I don't like that." Now, my brother, and that's all that I got. That's all that I got from him. That's the customer base. So when you're telling them, "Oh, hey, you need packs to build decks and stuff," and there's a lot of stuff in this app, and we'll go through everything, but it does feel like that if you're not paying to play.
Now, I will say that comes across to me as like the Pokemon Go mindset, where we want it all, we want it now. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I just think you have to shift your mindset to fully, appreciate the game. You appreciate the artwork, you appreciate the cards, and you appreciate collecting it over time, and not just burn through it all at once.
I also want to add to that. But I think Pocket has both characteristics of Go and actually Sleep at this point, because just like Pokemon Sleep, we actually have to be very patient of what we're doing because it's so slow in what you're doing. You can't really do anything unless you go to sleep. So
I will say I do enjoy and appreciate the fact that you can hit like the fast forward button and basically like skip through all the animations that are like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, you got a Squirtle. Look at me. I'm putting it in your binder. And it's like, oh my God, I don't need to see this.
right,
Or you're like Pokedex.
it gives
See,
you.
I love that part. I
laugh.
love seeing it go feel like, oh, I got another card for the decks.
Yeah,
But
so
see, that's the
it's
thing.
that.
It's everybody plays. It's like Pokemon Go in the fact that everybody plays it differently, and that it appeals to people in different ways. Now, me being a competitive player, it doesn't speak to me in that sense at all.
You don't want to go through the meta of Pokemon Pocket yet.
It really feels like I'm going through the tutorial, and it's like I understand it's a tutorial, but it's like as long as I have one Pokemon that has high hit points and for one energy I can hit a strong attack, I typically win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just, oh, I hit you first, then you hit me, I hit you again. Oh, and then I just retreat, and then I got another one. It's just weird. And deck building is not the same. That also feels foreign to me
What's
because
the
you're
original? The
60 cards.
60 cards, right? So
And that,
having
yes,
plays
that
like
includes energy, but if you think about it, there's like 10 to 15 energies in a deck, so it's like Pokemon aren't really the whole 100%. So it does feel weird not having energies and just relying on like the
the one at a
chance that the
time.
right one will spawn, if
I
if you
haven't.
call it that.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of like the double colors, like basically like electric or steel or something like that. But for somebody like me who really tried to get into the TCG for Pokemon for a while, I feel like Pocket is just like a good way to skew you into that. Pocket could be the introduction. I mean, it could be a good meta in some point, in some sense. But then if you want to really have that big impact of how more you can actually play the game, then you can just go to live or just collect the cards normally.
I think
Well,
that's a perfect introduction to how this game is meant. It really feels like it's pushing collectors and players. It's literally like pushing them together. It's like, no, I know you want to collect the cards, but just please, for the love of everything, just play the game. And I think it, in a way, it's awesome because it forces people to play the game if they want to earn more hourglass or tickets or whatever they get. Uh, that part is cool, but I don't think it gets players ready for the actual game, which is 6
right,
prizes,
but that's not the
60
goal.
cards. And I understand that.
I'm
But
actually glad that they did the whole EX part of things and then add you having 2 points for that icon instead of just one in that sense.
right, but like they're points and not prizes. So it feels everything about it just feels not right from a competitive standpoint. And that's kind of where my line is drawn in the sand.
Speaking of competitive, though, if you want to actually do competitive, we pulled up from one of my favorite websites for sleep stuff, Game8.co. They have like a tier list of decks here, and so, I thought I'd run through them real quick and see what Adam thinks, if he's seen any of these or would play any of them.
I've seen some of them already.
So
So we're looking at lists I mean, we're looking at pictures of cards, and
And really,
so
it's
far,
the focus
I haven't
of
seen
the,
any of those.
Do you not have the Pikachu EX interactive card?
I don't have the interactive Pikachu.
Well, I think there's a basic one, right?
There is a basic Pikachu in the set, but the Pikachu EX is the one that you actually want to play, just because it does X more damage if you have more Electros on the bench. So you can do like 100 damage in one go if you had the full basics in there.
What I like about this strategy guide is it gives you like some commentary, the strengths and weaknesses of the deck, how it plays. So that way you can decide, you know what, do I want to go with this style of deck? Do I want to go with Pikachu EX? Its strengths are easy to set up and attack with, efficient attack and retreat costs, positive matchup against Starmie EX and Articuno EX, so if you're seeing a bunch of those. Weaknesses, weak to fighting type decks, may lack necessary damage output against high HP Pokemon.
I want to also add that it's like insanely fast. This deck is like you get just a few Pokemon in the bench and then that's it. The Pikachu just goes bananas every single time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I do have the Pikachu EX, just not the character art or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and so like
what are we calling those? Are they immersive art rares? Is that
interactive, I think it's called.
interactive art rares?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you basically just see the full picture of it.
Okay.
So.
So this is cool. I mean, there's not much to the decks because you can only have 2 copies of each card in your deck. Which is, again, it's foreign to me because it's like you need to have just those Pokemon.
And then again, I like this guide because it, so obviously it gives it the ranking, it gives it the energy type. Is it free to play friendly? No, because you got to get the Zapdos and the Pikachu EX, which are hard to pull and expensive to craft.
Yeah.
And then so here it goes over the cards: 2 Pikachu EX, 2 Zapdos, 2 Zapdos EX, Pincurchin, 2 Giovanni, 2 Sabrina, 2 Potion, 2 X Speed, 2 Pokeball, 1 red card, and 2 Research. So the question is, Adam, do you know what all these cards do?
I do, unfortunately.
I haven't actually used Giovanni.
I still don't understand how Pokeball works. It says like grab a random Pokemon from your deck.
Basic.
Random basic.
A random basic. So okay, so it's a random basic, but it just pulls it out of nowhere.
It pulls it out of the deck, but I mean.
Yeah, but it's like at what randomization is it taking a basic? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
that's not a coin flip to
random,
search,
right?
Right, but it's like it's not a coin flip to search. There's trainers involved, so like, are you digging through the card? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
That's that randomness of the deck, basically.
But I do like Giovanni.
I do like that it has a little bit of a luck-based option to this too, because if you don't pull the right basic,
you don't normally play Potion. Like I think it's highlighting some of like the simpler trainers. Like we don't have rare candy in this.
No. Like I have a Charizard deck right now, which runs 2 Charizard EX cards, 2 Moltres EX cards, and all that stuff. And then whenever I need to actually get the basic Charmander so I can evolve them, I'd get the Moltres instead. So I gotta strategize to know if I can win with what I have already.
Oh, so, I didn't even realize. Further down in the strategy guide, it tells you what packs to search for these cards. So all the electric EX, like the Zapdos, the EX, Pikachu EX, and the baby Zapdos, all come from the Pikachu pack. Sabrina's from the Charizard pack.
Well organized guide. Like I think this is actually really cool. And I stayed away from doing anything online or looking at anything online. This is right now is the first time I'm seeing any of this stuff online. I am blind to all decks. I am blind to competitive in this. We were on the Zoom call yesterday and somebody was talking about there was like hundreds of players tournament online.
Nice.
I don't know what the amount was, but it was a lot, and I just that blows me away with such a limited card pool. You have
because it's so beginner friendly. and easy to pick up, whereas nothing about the regular Pokemon TCG is easy.
Right, but also if you're paying to play, you have all these cards.
True.
So it leaves a lot of
I mean, a lot of
players
the
out
trainer
of
cards. Sorry.
yeah, it just keeps a lot of like players that are participating, like they're at a disadvantage if they only have one professor's research or they only have one potion when all these decks are running two, and you're just forced to throw in like fodder Pokemon because you have to have the 20 Pokemon.
Yeah.
So there's two things that I like about things. Like the promo ones, you can basically get either through the shop or through the free stuff that you get after completing most of the tutorials. So the potions, the Pokeballs, everything else. And luckily, you don't have to have multiples of them because you can just put them in any deck, any point. So
Yes.
that's the easy part when it comes down to things. Now, the meta, there's actually two metas in Pokemon Pocket. I don't know if you actually notice, is that you have the beginner meta, where you can basically go with whatever. I mean, I'm sure people just go with their strongest deck regardless, but you can just go to a beginner meta and you can play with people who just starting the game just like anybody else. Or you can turn it into what they call the TCG player meta. So anybody can actually just play any decks. Now, both of them you can, but in the TCG one, you're matched with people who actually have most of the cards already. So there's a little bit of I don't know, stages to it.
Okay. Yeah, that's I think what I'm more afraid of is that I know that I'm not on the same level as somebody else.
Sure,
Right.
but isn't that any game?
Yeah, but I mean, if I wanted to pay to play, like I signed up for the 2-week or whatever free trial, and like, yeah, I get to open up a second pack, but I feel like that's the only benefit that it has.
You don't do the premium track rewards?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do for that.
It's just you just have to scroll over to the tab. Yeah,
Yep,
so there's probably some rewards you haven't claimed there. It's like research in Pokemon Go. It's fun to claim it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say it's kept me wanting to go back into the app, but there's not a lot to do inside the app after you've used all your hourglasses to get extra packs. I saw my brother. I was like, dude, you have 120 hourglasses. Just use those to buy packs. I was like, just buy packs. I was like, it pushes the 12 hours.
There is a full-on free version of getting hourglasses, and that's to level up. If you level up, you get at least 12 hourglasses every time you do. So that's kind of a way to grind it, but you either open as many packs or you battle as many times. You only get 15 experience every time you battle if you win.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, I'm currently at level 11, and I feel like I'm still so far behind.
I'm 18 right now. Surprisingly, because I've been playing a lot as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't download it day 1. I think I downloaded day 2 because everybody was like, why haven't you downloaded it? And I'm like, no, I was having issues,
like
honestly,
me in Pokemon Go.
No, honestly, I had like a phone issue where it wasn't like connected to my payment, something like I needed to enter my password, and then I kept hitting my password with the iPhone, and it was like on a delay or something. I was like, I don't know what this means.
Resetting your password for the App Store or whatever.
No, Apple,
butt. Yeah, pain in the butt.
So
I had to do it, and you have to wait an hour, and then you have to remember to go back to do it in an hour.
And I didn't, like, several times. So it took me a whole day to like come back to it because I kept forgetting about it.
Speaking of coming back to it, I want to look back at this guide again because I just can't believe how much they have. I mean, now it's a simpler game, but like, look, they talk about your interactions, your primary attacker, your secondary attacker, the descriptions of what they do, your best starting hand, other good starting cards.
I mean, the good thing about Pocket is there's just enough for be able to talk about all this.
Mid-game, late-game. I wish there was stuff like this for the regular TCG, breaking out decks like this.
Well, I think you've only got 20 cards, so your percentages and your chances of like pulling certain cards are pretty high, especially if you're just putting in like, I only have Zapdos, I only have Pikachu, and then I have the occasional Pinchinchurin.
Oh, so see here, further down on the line, if you want to play Pikachu X, but you don't have all the cards, you can. It says like a Raichu line can work in place of Zapdos and Pincurchin. However, this would also necessitate the use of Lieutenant Surge and Magneton.
Yeah, Magneton is pretty cool.
And accompanying a Lieutenant Surge can quickly fuel a Raichu as a secondary single point attacker. These are great options, but we need several slots in the deck. So, and then here's a free to play Pikachu EX deck list where you only have the one Pikachu.
See, that's really cool.
I'm honestly blown away by how much detail is in this. Here's the Pikachu EX rental deck list, so you can try it out, see if you like it. Remind me, Luis, I think you just have to get the main cards, so the Pikachu EX, for example, and then it like gives you a rental deck of the rest of the cards.
Yep, and you can use them up to 10 times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And then
have you messed with the rental decks at all, Adam?
No.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Yes, I've seen them, but I don't know what they do. I don't. You just said something about the premium track. I don't even know where to find that in my app.
Yeah,
that's how user unfriendly it is.
So if I pull up Sleep,
because I just see the Delibird, and I honestly, the reason I signed up for it is because the stupid Delibird symbol.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why I would have had you sign up for it as well. Okay, so we open Pocket, and I can open a pack, but not right now. Let's see. Is it under Shop?
I think it is.
See, that's what I don't understand. I don't know where it is.
I stumble across it every time.
So it's limited time events and then premium.
Oh, okay. So you can also do it in another way. So here, I'll show it here. So from the main screen,
so we've got on screen a tutorial here.
You click on missions, and so these are like your daily missions. But if you so right here, if you scroll over, you can see your premium missions, Dex missions, premium missions.
No, that's the events. That's the events.
Oh,
one more. Then you got one more. Yep.
Yeah, so here's the premium missions.
Oh, I need to collect 11 metal type cards.
So like some of it's like, collect 11 fire types, Wonder Pick a bunch of times, and
that's like the battle pass of this game, because you can just go ahead and collect as much as possible until you run out. Like I'm already completely done with the premium pass.
Oh, are you? Nice.
Yeah. So
we have been grinding this game.
Stuff. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of me. Every time I wake up, I'm like, I need a pack.
I will say, like, you've got that. It is similar to the addiction of buying packs, but it feels different. It feels good opening the packs.
I opened 100 booster packs.
Ooh, got it. It gives you that same feel of opening booster packs. I will say that it does organically feel like you're opening a pack, and it feels much better than opening a pack on TCG Live tenfold. Because you're every time you open a pack, you're getting like a check mark because it is going through your cards you own.
I got a thank you from Adam.
Yeah, sometimes I get. Oh, it was a Bulbasaur I think you pulled. And I was like, let me watch where that thing goes. And I was like, all right there.
Yeah.
And I guessed it right. So I got the Bulbasaur. So thank you for that. That was a one-cost wonder pick, let me tell you.
Or maybe it was two or three. Really good. Yeah, when you get to get the pack, like the cards from the your friends and everything, it's just pretty good because you need those cards. Now I'm looking
always remember to say thanks.
Yes,
because then you get like those little rewards.
I'm looking for Sabrina and God of War. Like, there's one right here that has a God of War that I really want to pick on. It's actually my friend Chris. From
nice. I didn't realize he was playing the game.
Yeah. So I gotta
listen. It feels like everybody's playing the game, but it's like how many people are gonna stay playing the game?
It doesn't matter.
No. I know, but
I'm honestly surprised at the number of people that have picked
live. It makes me want to play live.
What do you guys
top-
pick for the one?
Top right. Top right.
I'm gonna go top left.
Ah.
Ooh.
Hilo tile.
That's it. That's a
What were you
Helioptile.
going for?
I was going for the Gardevoir. Yeah,
Was
I
it
need
top
the
left?
Gardevoir. It was top left.
It was top left. Oh,
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
See, you should have just listened to Justin. He knows what's going on.
The good thing is you also, once you give thanks, you get like I know it's limited per day, but you do get the one little ticket that you can get on the shop, so you can get more hourglasses in the shop. So I think it's the shop ticket. Yeah. So I think it's up to minimum of 5 or more. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't counted it fully. But every time you give thanks, you give at least one of this out to.
Yeah, and I told my brother too. I was like, yeah, you need friends because like then they open up packs and you can thank them, or they open up your pack and they for the wonder. And it's good. It's good.
So,
I am like 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
It feels good as like a gameplay, like it feels good. I just don't like being a competitor, and like I've been playing since 2008, like it just feels not right in that sense.
Well, I mean, you're also very participant in the whole collection part of things. Like you want TCG or TGA to actually grade the cards and get good gradings and all the stuff when you pull the amazing cards out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, getting the physical cards, it's really, really good. Like I got my own collection right here, thanks to TGA. Thank you, TGA. But the thing is like, I feel like if I get a free wave of collecting those packs without having to really spend so much money on it, I think that's good enough for me right now. Like,
yeah,
it's better than having to wait for a month in GameStop to open a pack for $5. So,
yes, and I do feel like they could utilize some of these like these cards and make a physical set. I feel like it's possible, and it could almost be like somewhere along the lines they just kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they did like speed duels, where they do like these are the cards with like a specific set name or something, like how in the
so to make it
formats,
a physical card game.
Yeah, so like in the formats, like these cards can still be used in competitive play, but it's like, oh, if you're playing with Pidgeot EX with the 150 hit points, like good luck, buddy. You know, normal Pidgeot EX has 280. Because then you're gonna deal with something that's lightning that just hits you for 1 energy, doing 80 damage, and it one-shots you.
See, then we have to have the immersive Pikachu, and it just comes with a little video screen. It's literally just a phone. You play the video.
Oh, by the way, I'm sure a lot of people have already known, but we actually have a secret Mew card that you get once you collect all 151 Pokemon cards in the game.
So I didn't know this until I stumbled across a video.
Yeah, and it's an interactive card too. Now, it's not much of a competitive card, but it is an interactive card.
Oh, I didn't know it was an interactive
So it's mostly a collection. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I feel like if this game stays and has staying power and it like pushes past this first set and people are still playing it daily and people are still spending money, I feel like it only makes sense to make a physical card game version or a set based on this. But I mean, honestly, they could just wait after a year and then put it out and see what happens. But
just wait until the shinies comes out.
Oh god. It'll be hidden, what is it? Genetic fates.
Genetic fates.
Hidden pocket.
Hidden pocket.
Oh god, more pockets. Oh, the cards are just falling out of it.
I'm floating out of the pocket.
I would love to see
another one.
I would love to see you actually pull like an EX card out of that pocket right now.
Oh, look at this. Oh, it's a Terrapagapagos. Look at that. Woo. I don't know, whatever the sounds are for you pulling a rare card in
Was that
TCG
from
Pocket.
pre-release?
No, this is just Terrapagos. I traded somebody some Digimon cards, and I got. I know, but I got.
Yeah.
They literally gave me a whole booster box of like all the commons, uncommons. So I got all my Rotoms from Stellar Crown.
Nice.
I got some A-Specs, like just, and I wanted the Terrapagos as well. So it's like I didn't want to have to buy a box and get like commons and stuff. So it's nice. I like to collect like 4 copies of every card. So this was just an easy way to get all the trainers and all the Pokemon that I needed. And I can buy like EXs
that you need. I don't want to leave the listeners hanging. Let's talk about the best cards tier list. Also from Game8.co.
Yeah. So what you're saying is Mewtwo's the best, probably.
Yeah, Mewtwo's the best. How'd you guess? Starmie EX, also pretty good.
Articuno.
Along with Articuno. All S tier. Pikachu only at A tier. It just synergizes well. Charizard A tier. Moltres A tier. Really? Dragonite in B tier. For Water, Lightning, Double Colorless Draco Meteor. One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random 4 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I didn't actually read this attack.
You do have to set it up though, so it takes a bit to really.
Yeah, I think anything in this game right now that focuses on doing bench damage. So like Blizzard from Articuno EX doing 10 damage to the bench of all of your opponent's Pokemon. When you have stuff like Rattata on the bench, Magikarp, this is brutal. And you're hitting for 10 damage every single time. Like it's unchecked because there's no bench barrier Pokemon yet. So
I can tell you for sure, once you set up the Charizard with the 200 damage, it's all over for anybody.
Oh, I like this Pidgeot.
The coin flips are brutal to a lot of the cards.
I like the Pidgeot with the ability to drive off. Once during your turn, you may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench.
So it's a free Sabrina every turn.
Yeah, and then double colorless wing attack, 70.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, 70 for 2 is good.
Venusaur can heal itself.
Oh, and it has 190 hit points.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Zapdos, oh my, for triple lightning. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 50 damage for each head, so just blow up anything.
Oh, Kabutops with Leech Life. Oh, jeez. Oh. That's got to be good. That has got to be good.
I love Kabutops. I got to try this now.
I'm sure there's a deck out
the only problem is there's no rare candy, so you're just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels enough. I mean, this is nice because it's literally 1 energy. You don't need to invest in it the whole game until you evolve into it.
True. And the good thing, somebody actually pointed it out to me, is that if you really want to maximize your chances of getting the evolution, if you have both a Professor Research and a Pokéball in hand, use the Pokéball first and then a Professor Research afterwards. The reason is because you are actually thinning out the deck, and then the Professor Research usually gives you the extra cards that you need.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's the strategy, no matter how much you look at it.
Okay, so this Kabutops appears in the Kanto Fossils rental deck, then as well as their Marowak EX deck list. So we're going to look at that real quick because I'm curious. 2 Cubone, double Marowak line, Hitmonlee to hit the bench, and then your Kabutops. Dome Fossil, Sabrina.
Yeah,
Potion,
everything takes Pokeball. 1 energy to attack except for the Marowak EX takes 2. So it's not difficult to keep things set up.
Yeah, I mean that's what's great about fighting. It stays true to the regular TCG where it hits hard and fast for low energy. Yeah.
But when they come out with a Delibird card, like, let me know.
Hey, that could be a promo card for Christmas.
I hope so. I hope so. There's so much they can do with Delibird. It's like just bring back the Shadow Raids, bring back like make Dynamax Delibird. Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's possible. It's really possible now at this point.
Well, it's like the next set. The next set, there's a
The Eevee Evolution ones.
no, whatever one. The Surging Sparks. There's another Iron Bundle, but it's not an EX. Like, why?
Oh,
Give it an EX.
I played it in my pre-release.
Pre-release deck, yeah.
Yeah, it has 200 minus, and then like for your opponent's active retreat cost, does 50 less. So, depending on what deck you're playing, you can do a lot of damage. Okay, we'll run through these next articles quickly, and then we'll go to break. So,
All right.
this one from our friends at Pokebeach. Pokemon TCG Pocket earning 3 times more than Pokemon Go, pulling in $3 million per day. While it's kind of a clickbait title, I mean, it is true. It is kind of surprising at the amount of money, it's pulling in. I didn't expect it to be, a big turnout. Also, I really like this Meowth with the bottle caps and the coins and like the stones and the diamonds.
You can get that
So,
out
yeah.
of the Meowth special cards one right now.
Yeah, I've already got all those.
Yeah, me too.
It says, for comparison, Pokemon Go currently earns $1 million per day.
$1 million a day. Ooh.
Japanese players spent more money on the app than any other audience at 45% of the revenue. Wow. Followed by the United States at 25%.
Because we're broke. I mean, do you see what's happening today?
Wow. While Japanese players only accounted for 4% of the downloads, they accounted for 45% of its revenue.
Wow.
I gotta say, every time I go against a Japanese player online, I'm just like, well, what are you gonna have, my friend? Every single card that I can imagine.
And will they have the first event? Or is it the second event?
Technically, the
Meowth
second event, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the current event. The Lapras EX event battle. Yes. This event is named Lapras EX Drop Event. You can battle against 4 Lapras EX decks consisting of increasing difficulties, just like you do in solo battles. The event runs from November 5th to the 18th, so today through, let's see, this 18th, like 2 weeks from now? Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
Yes, yeah.
Now,
Each
those
time
you
you
can
win-
actually do for free. You don't have to do any of like the
Which is
multiplayer
cool.
battles or anything like that. Just collect the most of the packs are from the free to play and then or the solo battles and you'll be fine.
Each time you win against one of these decks, you have 51% chance to 100% chance of getting a promo pack A Series Volume 1 booster pack. It'll come with 1 of 5 promo cards shown below. You can claim the pack from the gifts menu.
I do want to say though that there is like a rechargeable time limit to this, so you can spend the special medallion to the solo battles, and once you run out, you gotta wait for it to recharge, just like anything in the game right now.
I'm pretty sure I got the Lapras today.
Oh, that's great. because
Oh,
I want
did
it.
you?
Yeah, I
have
think I
not
got.
partaken in
Is
this.
there an alt art of it as well?
I don't think so.
Is it?
I think
100?
there's only the one
it's-
Lapras.
Oh, no, it's
There-
this one. It's got 100 hit points. Surf
That's the regular
that one.
Lapras one, yeah.
That's
or
not the
Hydro Pump.
EX.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not the EX.
Yeah, but this one, EX one, is actually pretty good because it does the damage and it heals itself. So
And they know me, and I'm a sucker. I need these cards with stamps.
I got, I think, the Pikachu and the Mankey. I don't remember getting anything else after that, though.
Yeah. Talks about the rewards. First time rewards: 2-pack Hourglass, 50x Shine Dust, a shop ticket, 25 XP. Then you have a chance rewards for the pack A Series Volume 1, more Shine Dust, more shop tickets, the battle tasks. Give you
How
3
excited
times
are you guys
event
for the
hourglass.
flare?
Oh, I love the flare. Especially
I
for
knew you
certain
would.
cards.
I knew you would.
I'm waiting to get a few more of things to get a few of the cards that I want to. But
I already started
haven't gotten
blinging out like some of the cards I probably will never use just because I like the flare. Like I like the shiny sparkles. I like the for the fire Pokemon, all the fire emblems appearing on the card. Oh, it's great.
Okay, I guess. I was like, I started like testing it out with the Mewtwo, I don't know, the immersive art one, and I was just like, this isn't for me.
just getting
So
the
I
extras.
have like 5,000 plus flare, and I'm like, I'm all set with that.
Yeah. Okay, yep. It talks more about the rewards. If you want to read it at the article at pokebeach.com. It's interesting that they gave us a new Mankey. Yeah,
It's not
pretty
the
cool
same
stuff.
Mankey? I thought it was just
All
a
right.
normal Mankey.
I bet it's not.
Okay, so we're moving on.
We are moving on to...
But what rhymes with moving on?
I don't know.
Moonbreon.
Oh god.
Literally. Another one, Justin. Another one. This
Another
next
one.
article comes from Pokebeach. And we literally have all the evolutions. All of them, Justin. And if you look at the
Don't worry, I
rares-
already ordered my ETBs from Pokemon Center.
if you look
you
at
send me one?
the
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I need one. Moonbreon is there, and then you've also got the Espeon in front of the sun. I think I personally like Sylveon the best because it's wearing a crown and looks like a princess proper. But holy cow, did we need another evolution set?
Yes.
Well, how long has it been since
was-
Evolving Skies, right?
It was the third set of 2021.
Oh, okay, so it's been a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's been over 3 years. So it'll be three
And
and a
that-
half
and
by
the-
the time
and
this
the-
comes out.
And just for continuity, Moonbreon still sells like raw for like $900 to $1,000. So
Now some this market is like 1,500, I think.
yeah, so it's like, okay, cool. So how much is this going to go for? Hopefully not that much.
Well,
But
so
collectors are going to go insane for this set. This is going to be insane. I can't stress that enough.
the one bigger difference between this one and that one is that this one at least is one set where most of the evolutions you can get through the promotional ETBs, while Evolving Skies was like almost impossible to pull. So
Oh, Evolving Cries.
Evolving Cries.
Oh, man. I don't know.
So you've already got your ETBs. What are your plans for them?
Probably like usual. I'll open one, keep one sealed.
Okay, that's fair.
And then, oh God, I don't want to play the booster box game, but I feel like I have to. As long as like all like the special cards are just Eevee and the eeveelutions, then that's great. But like with Evolving Skies, there's like some of the alternate arts where like
Rayquaza,
Tornadus
Dragonite.
and stuff, and so it was like cards that like while cool, not what you wanted. I did end up with 3 alternate arts from Evolving Skies: Umbreon V, Dragonite V, and Noivern V.
Okay.
So wasn't bad, but I also opened a lot of packs.
Yeah, that set almost drained me, and I was like, I gotta stop.
Yeah. And then I still kept buying the ETBs, but now they just sit in my closet. I don't open them.
Give it to me.
Well, I think we kind of blew past our break time. Let's see. What should we just finish out the show and then just
Let's
not
just
do a
finish out
break?
the show. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Something I don't.
Here
I'm
comes
probably
Team
honestly,
Rocket.
I'm honestly more excited for this than I am the eeveelution stuff. Re-releasing. We've talked about this before, but the Team Rocket and the Gym Leader stuff. So we have release dates and the names for the sets in Japan. Again from Pokebeach, it's Heat Wave Arena will release in Japan on March 14th, featuring. Now, would you have guessed this, Adam? Would you have guessed that they would come back with Cynthia's Garchomp EX? Because the level X was so popular back in the day.
Yes, that seems like something I could have totally seen and predicted.
What other level X's were popular back in the day
And
that you
Fernape.
could see? Infernape?
Well, I mean, Blaziken, Infernape. I think Luxray was because it was usually paired with Garchomp as far as like the C Pokemon.
Now,
Now,
do
for
you
somebody who probably never actually play the level up mechanic, what does it work really?
So the level up was like it just ended your turn.
Okay.
yeah, and so you see here it says put this level X onto Garchomp C. So there's Garchomp C and then there's Garchomp C level X.
So it just ends your turn and you just gotta wait until next turn to use it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was like, okay, threats on board. What are you gonna do to tackle it?
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the last few physical cards back in the day was probably just a Mewtwo starter deck that I got back in the day, and that's about it. I really didn't go to the process of learning every single mechanic in the TCG.
I didn't either. This was like I only learned about this through Adam doing the show. And then the Glory of Team Rocket will release on April 18th in Japan. As expected, the set will feature Rocket's Mewtwo EX. It says there will be no dark Pokemon in the set. There will be all Rocket's Pokemon.
Oh.
Wait, there's gonna be no dark Pokemon? Oh, there's no dark Mewtwo. It's just gonna be a Rocket Mewtwo. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm actually excited for the artwork that they're gonna have for this one then.
I feel like we read somewhere like earlier on when we got this like first announced that there was like N was gonna be in the set, and
I thought that was in Worlds. They announced it in Worlds, right?
Yes, yeah. So I think it would be really nice to see N as the supporter card come back, where it's the same thing as Iono, but you shuffle your hand into your deck, and then you draw X amount of cards for the prizes.
Oh, I didn't realize that So, reading ahead, December 6th, Terastal Festival is the eeveelutions set in Japan. And it's their high-class pack set. Makes sense.
Wow.
But I'm just so excited to have
Training cards.
like
training
Rocket
Pokemon
Pokemon and Gym Leader Pokemon back. Because they teased us however many years ago during the 25th anniversary with those cards, like Lance's Charizard, and what else was there? The
Rice's Delibird and Faulkner's Delibird.
Yeah, and you could get this. There's a reprint of this Garchomp in that set.
In Celebrations, yeah.
In Celebrations, yeah. So I've been waiting for proper cards to come out, not just fun reprints of the past.
I feel that.
All right.
Cool.
All right, so Justin has a train going by, so he muted himself for a second. I'm pretty sure we're going to jump really quick to the illustration contest on Pokebeach. It says, coming from Pokebeach. In Japan, the winning artwork from the 2024's illustration contest will release as promo cards in March. Pikachu, Feraligatr, and Toxtricity EX will be given out when purchasing a booster box of Heatwave Arena starting March 24th. They will come together inside a special 3-card promo pack, and this looks amazing.
They look pretty cool, yeah.
And you had to apply a code to use it on purchases of $30 or more. I can almost guarantee you that you just keep an eye on your email, keep an eye on PokemonCenter.com, because when these become promos that you can get with a purchase, you'll want to do that very fast, or else you won't get these, because they typically will. It's like a print to order type of deal. Like, we need 110 copies. There's only 110 orders.
Yeah, so audio listeners, the 3 are Pikachu, Feraligatr, and Toxtricity. The Pikachu has like kind of that hyper realistic look with the.
But from far away, it looks like a clay.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's like yawning and scratching himself, and he's in front of like a forest with like some flowers on a stone bench.
Honestly, that's look almost realistic at that point.
Yeah, it really does look realistic. You can barely tell that it's.
My favorite is the Feraligatr on this, because Feraligatr looks like an old, ancient, like Japanese painting.
It looks like legend artist, like story.
Yeah, and it's got like that very like blocky drawing.
Yep.
Like purposely blocky.
Like it's ready to tell a story in the ancient ways.
Yes,
yeah. This looks like in the top left is like the sun shining through the water.
Yeah,
with the lily pads.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Are you sure those aren't Dreepies? No.
I wish it was Dreepies.
There's just polywags all over there.
And
then lastly, you've got the Toxtricity, which I don't know how I feel about it, because I mean, I don't know, are they going to make it have an attack, or is it just going to be like blank because it's just the art that's being shown off?
I don't know. I think it's interesting. The other two, they show only the artwork, whereas this one they show the artwork plus the card. It's a little odd. But anyways, I think it's because they intentionally designed it to break through the card art. They were like, this is what I wanted to design. I like the Pokemon cards. They look like they're breaking the fourth wall. He's strumming his electric guitar. He is sticking out his tongue to the side. He's got electricity sparks going everywhere. He's ready to rock.
And rock it is. I mean, we'll see him in the next few weeks in Pokemon Go anyways.
Yeah. Will he?
The Go Wild area. Yeah.
I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, gosh. You got to listen to a podcast. It's called Lured Up.
And Purified.
And Purified. I tend to myself have to listen to these podcasts in order to like remember. I'm the one like talking about it, and I still have to listen to it.
Trust me, it's like I love it when I'm just writing some things and then all of a sudden they come up with something that I already said. Like I literally said in the last episode, I said, "Oh, they're gonna bring primals to the wild area after bringing everything else." The next day they announced it. I'm like, am I just giving you ideas at this point? Like seriously?
They're like, we've got a firm grasp on Purified Podcast. We just listen and we just implement those immediately.
The episode wasn't even out. It was just live.
Yeah, well, no, they're listening live. They It's a live service game. They are putting these things in as we're saying them.
Oh goodness.
All right, Justin. All right, Lewis. Is that a show?
I thought we were gonna open a pack today.
Oh shoot! I don't have any packs.
Well, I have a TCG
All right, well, if you have
pocket
a pack.
pack.
Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
don't know.
prepared.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I opened all my packs at the pre-release this weekend.
Hey, at least I gotta try.
Okay.
You know, so.
Now, do you go and see if there's a crimp in the side in the corner?
I was doing that for a bit. But now it's been proven that is when you click the carousel and everything, it just predetermines the packs at that point.
Yeah,
But you
no,
can look for
I'm
it.
not gonna lie though. The first time I tried it with like I looked for like the crimped pack.
That's
and
when
all
I
that.
got my God pack.
That's when I got.
5.
I know, and I was like, oh my gosh, it works. Like even though it's like,
Yeah.
do you remember the early days of Pokemon Go when we were convinced certain things worked? All right, if you
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
this, you hold your phone upside down. I mean, like just ridiculous things that don't even make sense.
Well, that's how you evolve Inkay, but
Yeah.
Well, I had a backwards pack, so maybe that would be something.
All right.
Oh,
Now,
oh.
do you go from left to right to open your pack, or right to left?
I usually just go like this. There you go.
All right. Ooh, we pulled a double.
Oh, I almost called it Woodloo.
A
Hey, that
Jinx,
Jinx is playable.
Venonat, Rapidash, and
Oh, I needed the
Kirlia.
Curly actually.
Do you ever
I
do
need the
the
extra one.
thing where you peer to the side and see?
Oh,
like,
yeah, to
who's
see if
gonna
there's
be-
Oh
all
yeah,
up.
yeah. Actually, I can open another one.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
There you go.
But you got to find the crimp piece on this one.
All right. I gotta get the God Award anyways because I need that card so badly for the deck that I want to look for. So I'm trying to look for it right now.
And it's just a simple bend in the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
All right, there it is. And then now this one, when you open it, go from right to left.
Right to left. Okay, let's try that.
Yeah, because I'm convinced that does something.
I can't. Okay, there you go.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
All right, let's see. Nah.
Oh,
doesn't
probably
look like
not.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Ah.
Why? Right then. Is that something I need? Nah, it's not a new one. Oh well.
I tried. You know.
Hey, I got 605 cards so far.
There you go.
605. I think I'm at like 3.
Open Pikachu.
300.
Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go. I just go like this, and I'm like, yeah, do that one. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, that's a good one. That was a good emanation.
Oh,
There's something back there. There's something back there.
Helix Fossil.
Helix
I think I needed one of those. Graplock.
Lock.
Ekans.
Oh, the Pikachu Interactive!
Let's go. Let's go. See, this is like the coolest thing.
Oh man, yes. Let's go. Look at all those
Sleepy
Pikachus.
Pikachu, Ponyta.
Look at the Ponytas.
I need one more to
Oh
make the
man,
Pikachu deck. Yeah.
Caterpie,
Both Nidoran,
Nidorans, Butterfree.
It
Poliwags.
also has music,
Oh,
but, you know.
Yeah, I'm not playing it right now, but it's okay.
Dead Battery Squad. At
Oh
20%.
man,
There you go. 20%.
yeah,
That's awesome, Justin. Congratulations.
good.
yeah.
God,
I haven't gotten this one yet. I think it's new. Yeah,
It's new. Yeah. Oh, nice.
It was
Did
the
you get the other
podcast
two?
luck. I do have the other two. This is the last one I needed.
There you go. See?
Yeah, I just have the Mewtwo one.
So now this, in theory, should appear on my Wonder Pick. So you can try and Wonder Pick this.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me see. Can I find you? That's the question.
Okay, I gotta register it to deck first. Maybe it's gonna wait for me to do that.
All right.
Yeah, because I don't see Justin on here.
I know I have you. That's a friend, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to restart my app to see if that does anything.
We shall find out.
Together, science.
I
See, this
Ants
is the cool thing is because it's like we don't know all the details yet, and it's like somebody's been nice enough to like break down a lot of these things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody has a Pidgeot art card and the Nidoking art
Oh
card.
look, there's Adam's Lapras.
Oh,
Hey,
there
I
it
wanna
is. Let's go get it.
Yeah,
No, I just
we gotta like if you ever want to get like a small community of this and be like, okay, everybody pick a pack and you know make sure you don't, if you get something good, don't actually let it expire. Like don't do another pack until you friends are ready to grab it or something.
Is that how that works?
Well, it's gonna be there for X amount of time, so
Yeah, like 12 hours or something.
yeah.
yeah, I still have 8 hours to wait. So I And I'm out of hourglasses and gold tickets and every single ticket possible.
Well, you just gotta start
need gold
grinding
bars.
those battles and get more rewards.
Just gotta
Okay,
get
fine.
the $20 like special pack or something, So.
Yeah, just when you're trying to be free to play, just pay to play.
Don't spend money on it. Yeah, exactly. Give up, pay to play.
If we have one word of advice, is don't spend money on this game.
Yeah,
I may not need
just
the
enjoy
Pikachu,
it,
but somebody has a Mewtwo and a Pidgeot in the same pack. Maybe I get lucky with that.
Yeah, I mean,
I would record your screen and make it go slow, right?
Yeah.
Is that's what they say to do?
Yeah, I have not tried that. Also,
Yeah, me
it looks
neither.
hard. I saw like the screenshots of it. It was like 20 screenshots.
All right. You guys just pick for me, okay? Just to see if I get something good out of that.
Either top left or bottom left.
Oh, see, I always go bottom right, but
Oh no, hold on, because keep it there because I want to see which one my picks were. Watch it be both of them.
Come on.
And
I was the middle
top
one in
left.
the top one.
okay, it was top left. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Always
I
put
tried to
that
help.
I'll still send my thanks, Thank you for the Redicate, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have rambled long enough. Do we need to do any housekeeping, Adam?
Lewis, do you have a spot that people can reach you at?
Yes, you can check me out on the Pokemon Professor Network links. We also have the X.com or Twitter, whatever you call it, I guess. Pure Letter Go is for myself, my own personal Twitter, and then you have Purified Podcast for all things Pokemon Go related news, updates, and ranting about the game. We rant too much sometimes. Sleep It Off for Justin's and I Sleep It Off podcasts, and my friend Chris's co-host Pokemon Trigger Please. That's PKMN Trigger Please with a C at the end. And then you can check us out in all the other podcast services feeds, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all those places out there.
All right. Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us and talking Pocket with us because this is new for all of us, and it's an exciting time for digital Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Oh, and audio listeners, Adam's subtitle in the video is founder of the Dislike Pocket Club. Just so you know.
Oh, geez. I thought that wouldn't show up. Oh, God.
No, it's been there the whole time.
Oh.
The entire time. And we're live, too.
Yeah, and then, since we skipped our break, we want to take a moment to recognize some of our patrons. Huge thank to our gym leaders, Ben, DJ Wonderbread, Espeon Willow, GK, Hall to Counselor, Joseph, Kimberly, Maddie G, Mythical Hitch, and Sushi Slayer.
Sushi Slayer.
And we currently have availability on our Patreon if you want to be our executive producer. But shout out to the other executive producers on the network, Xander, Monkey Bread, and Kate the Gons. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you connect with Special Conditions, grab some merch, send us a message, and connect with other shows on the Pokemon Professor Network.
Yes, please share your codes with us. If you are in the Discord, I believe all three of us have posted our codes somewhere. So yeah, come hang out, play some TCG Pocket with us.
And if you're a fan of graded cards, remember to use full heal at checkout for TGIcards.com. This is one of the few episodes where Adam didn't peel to reveal a card.
Yes,
we were just so excited about stuff. Pocket.
Well, I found a box in storage that had cards, and it's fine.
I don't know.
Life has been so hectic recently, but you can email us your TCG Pocket story at SpecialConditions at PokemonProfessor.com. Leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. And if that's a show, that's a show. Remember, trainers, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.